Hello, welcome to the Modern Mom Budget channel. I am a 40-something-year-old mother of 3. I'm married. My husband and I both work full-time jobs, and we also have a side hustle that we work. On this channel, I plan on sharing with you our budget, how we break everything down, how we pay our bills, our debt payoff goals, our debt payoff progress, and more. I use all of these sheets that are my own creation. I may end up having them available on an Etsy shop in the future, depending on if people find them to be useful and would like me to share them with them. I'm also planning on doing cash stuffing videos. I will do regular cash stuffing for cash envelopes and sinking funds, and that will be used with regular cash. Most of my bills come directly from our checking account, so I just leave the money in there, but I think for my own purposes and maybe for others, it'd be good for me to actually have cash envelopes for those. But instead of me pulling the money out of the bank and then putting them back in, I think I'm just going to use prop money. I know some people don't really like prop money, but I think the benefit of it is to actually see it, feel it, and see the impact that it has on your budget. If you have all the money in front of you and you can see how much is going towards debt, how much is going towards bills, and then what you have left over, and you can see where if you pay down on debt, how much money you'd have left over to spend on the things that you want to spend it on, like vacations, eating out, more time with family and friends doing things other than working. I know that's one of our biggest goals. We like to travel. We want to show our kids more things, see the world, just do things, make memories. And that's my why. So, but anyways, I'll go ahead and start. I just wanted to show you this. This is the sheet that I created. This is what I go by. I will show you this in a later video, how I fill it out. And but I just wanted to show it to you, and it's double-sided, so week 1, week 2, you can have, if you get paid weekly, you do 1 per week. I get paid twice a month. My husband gets paid weekly, so that's how I do it on this. Set that aside. Debt progress update. Debt is a massive thing for me. I hate it. I absolutely do not like debt, and I am trying to pay it off as quickly as possible. But I created this, and I really started tracking it last month on how much I've paid off. I've always kept track of what I've paid, but I was really interested in knowing how much we've paid off. So I wrote down all of our credit cards, the starting balance at the beginning of March, and then the ending balance, and then I put it down here. And what I did was I took the amount that was paid divided by the amount that I started out with, and that's how I came up with 3.1% of our, oops, you can't see that. 3.1% of our debt was paid off in March. So that's wonderful. So what I'm going to do is I am going to transfer numbers over. I guess I've already done that. I apologize. But what I did was I took my ending balance. Let's see if I can do this. I took my ending balance and I just transferred it over. At the end of April, I'll fill it out with you, and then we can see the difference, total up the difference, and then we will be able to see what the new percentages have paid off. And I plan on doing this every month because I think it's really good to see the progress, because I think I know for our benefit, it has been a huge thing for us to see what we've paid off. Last month we paid off our Discover bill. Amazon paid off, but then there was a charge that must have snuck on afterwards that I didn't realize, so that was there. And we've paid things down, so it's been a wonderful thing to see that decrease. So the next thing I want to show is my sinking funds update. So I have 7 things that I really save for. We have a regular savings account that we do add to. Usually it's leftover money from the month that we have not used, or if I don't use my miscellaneous money during the week, I will roll that over to savings. And I like to see it grow. So For Christmas, we don't really have a goal amount, but I do set aside $20 a week for that. Birthdays is $10. Vehicle registration, it used to be $20, but we upped it to $25. And then car insurance, we did it at $25. We decreased it to $20 because I found that our insurance did decrease this year, which was wonderful. And I felt that once I divided it out, I realized I could do $20 to that. And so I wanted to add more to registration just because we do have 2 newer vehicles and they are expensive. So for tags, and then back to school, I do $10 a week. This will be for clothes for my kids. My oldest isn't growing as much, but my other 2 are. So you know how it is. And I usually will save until usually July, and then we'll go out and shopping. I may increase this here soon just because it is coming up soon, but we'll see. I don't buy a whole bunch of clothes all at once, a few pieces for the fall. We live in the Midwest, so weather changes dramatically. So, I do summer clothes, fall clothes, spring clothes, and then winter clothes. So that way it's, you get all 4 seasons. I think I said all the 4 seasons. Summer, fall, winter, spring. Anyways. For my dogs, I have 2 dogs, and they do get groomed. Actually, one of them is at the groomer today. And this is also for their vet checkups, for their, their shots, things like that. But I do put $20 aside for them every week. And then car maintenance, I put $40 aside for that. We have 2 newer cars. They do have warranties on them, but you just never know. And it could be for car washes too, oil changes. Anything that can come up. You just never know. I had to get new tires in early November, and I hadn't prepared for that. And it made me very upset because I didn't have that money budgeted, and I could have. So I added this envelope and really started pushing towards it. My goal is to have $1,000 in there, but you just never know what can happen. But at least it's there. So I just got an oil change that got taken out of here, so it won't be like $680 at the end or it should be $760 if we had $40 for 4 weeks, but it won't be because I did have an oil change, which was about, I want to say $70. I have a note. I always write down a note of what I spent out of them. But anyways, so what I'm going to do with you today though is I am going to start this sinking fund tracker for May, just so I have it ready to go, because at the end of April, when I'm done stuffing the envelopes, that will be next Friday on the 29th, I will have the ending balance on this other sheet, and I'll transfer it over to the starting balance with you. So if you do enjoy this type of content, if you want to continue seeing my journey, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. If you found this video to be useful, or if you found it interesting, it'd be great if you hit the like button as well. I hope you continue with me on my journey, and I'll cheer you guys along while you're cheering me along. I hope to have 2 to 3 videos up a week. That's my goal. Sometimes things get crazy, but we'll do our best. So, alrighty. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Have a good one. Bye.